Today in band we learned about our first 3 notes on the flute. Before we can play our first 3 notes, I want to give a reminder that the key to a good sound on the flute is practicing only on your head joint. If you're having a tough time playing your notes, please take the head joint off and practice with your hand over the end and work on a good embouchure. Please don't skip this step. It is a very important step to getting a good sound on the flute. Once you are comfortable with that, and you should be practicing that almost every day, then you can put your flute together and start playing our first few notes. We're going to start by just getting our hands in the right position. So we're going to take our left hand and hold the flute up and down this way, and our left hand will be on the top, and we're going to put our right hand on the bottom. Doesn't really matter where your fingers are yet, just make sure that your hands are pointing the right way, thumbs are up. Then, once your hands are where they belong, you can bring the flute to your mouth. See how I didn't move my hands? Now, when my fingers are in the correct position, I will have skipped the first key, put my finger on the second key, my pointer. I'm going to skip the third one and reach with my middle finger and add my ring finger to the next key like this. My thumb is going to go on the back here. So my right hand is in position. Now my left hand is in position. Now you see that my right hand is still just making a fist. I haven't moved it since I was holding it straight up and down. Now, from my E flat key, that's this one, I'm going to go ring, middle, pointer. Just fill those in. And you can even put your pinky on the E flat key if you want to remember where it goes. So that is how I'm going to hold my flute, bring it to my mouth. Our first note in our white book that we're working in is this note, which is a B flat. Now to play a B flat, I'm going to start with my pointer finger. Remember that we skip our first key and put our pointer finger on the second key. Then you'll notice my middle finger and my ring finger are doing nothing. I'm not going to put them down. So I push my first pointer finger down until it stops moving. I do not put my middle and ring finger down. Then my thumb needs to be on this key. So I'll put my left hand thumb there. This one is not colored and this is the one where it belongs. So that's what my left hand needs to do. If we look at my right hand, my pointer finger goes on this key. My pinky goes on this one. So again, pointer, thumb, pointer, pinky. And that will play a B flat for us. Now the key to getting a good sound is a good embouchure. Practice using a mirror to see where your face is in relation to your flute. We're going to start by kissing to make that embouchure. Cover up the whole hole with your mouth. Roll down. Keep the flute straight ahead. And then blow out that birthday candle. Or some of you are getting the higher note today at band. For now, either one of those will work. That is our B flat. Listen again, see if you can match. Practice until you can get that one. Our next note in the book has this finger colored in, and this one is no longer colored in. This note is in A. To play A, let's start with our left hand on top again. We'll skip one, press the next one for our pointer. Now skip another one, middle finger. So you can see we need pointer and middle for our A. And then we'll add our thumb the same place it was for our B flat. Now we're not going to use our pointer finger for this note anymore, so we'll lift that one up. But we still need our pinky on the E flat key right here. So I have pointer, skip one, middle, thumb, and pinky. This note will be an A. Remember, correct embouchure is key. Line it up, roll it down, and then blow out the birthday candle. Or some of you are getting the higher note. And that's okay too. Listen again. get a clear sound on that note. And our last note that we worked on today, we just color in one more finger, this one right here. I don't need to erase any other fingers. That note is a G. So we're going to line our fingers up the same way as for our A. Left hand on top, right hand on bottom. I'll skip one, put my pointer down. Skip another one, put my middle finger down. And then I don't skip one, I'll put my ring finger on the next key. I add my thumb on the back, same place. And then the only finger in my right hand is my pinky on the E flat key. So you can see, skip one, pointer, skip one, middle, then ring finger, and my pinky. I'm going to line up my flute to get a correct embouchure. Roll it down. Or some of you got the higher note today. Again, it doesn't matter which one you're getting right now. We're just looking for the correct sound. I'll play it one more time for you. So please practice those first three notes. This is the hardest thing you're going to do on the flute. Once you are comfortable with getting these three notes, everything else will be so much easier. So work on B flat, A, and G for next week.